My name is Ryan Smith, Unit 10.1. First, we're going to talk about the Wimbledon sporting event. First, we're going to talk about is the facts. The total attendance was 493,928 were there 2016. The men's single final on TV, people were watching 13.3 million, and for the women's singles there were 4.8 as well. It is the world's largest single annual sporting event because there's 2,200 staff carried out in Europe. They promote this by having posters, leaflets, also by social media, getting the word out, also going on TV for adverts. It's a big event for tennis players like Andy Murray. He's a world champion at the minute. The aims and the objectives is just making the game competitive for the players. I think there's qualifying rounds, then you get onto the knockout stages, which about 500 players are in. It inspires young people as well, so like 11 to 15 young people age range, makes them competitive, and then obviously the players, their aim is to try and get to that final. The goals and targets is to make sure that the tournament is running smoothly. The way they do this is making sure everyone knows their roles, and obviously they don't want the tournament to get out of hand, then it will make a bad reputation for them. Also, they have to make sure they meet deadlines, so making sure everyone has their roles, and then therefore they have to meet and achieve a target for them, making sure it's all organised for the event. The structure is making sure everyone knows their roles and their responsibilities within the event, and making sure everything's good for the tournament, make sure it's all organised, so when they come there everything's done. So everything like the court, making sure all the nets are up, making sure the lines are all the right width. Also making sure it's safe, so they have to, a couple of days before the event, they'll have to make sure they've done a risk assessment. Also make sure there's plenty of staff there to organise this event. This is a big event that always carries on every year. The money that costs, obviously the staff have to pay the staff, which is going to be quite high because they want to get a high organisation within the staff, making sure they know what they're doing. Also they've got to provide all the equipment, so obviously paint, tape, balls, but obviously you get sponsors as well, so main sponsor is Slazenger for the balls. Also you just need to get the nets. Also there'll be a lot of security around in the stadium of the courts, also a lot of first aid and paramedics, making sure everything's running smoothly, making sure stop people run onto the pitch, so the security's there just to block them off, because obviously you don't want to stop halfway through a game, because the games do take quite a long while to reset. Also paramedics are there just in case anyone gets injured. First aids all around the courts and the stadium. Also people would like a little program, so like maps, have maps on the programs saying who's playing who. And also the only way that this event can get stopped is obviously someone runs on the pitch, making sure security doing their job to stop this. Also if the weather is bad, they pause, so if it's raining hard and they'll pause and come out a couple of hours later just to make sure it's all okay to carry on. Also people would like to make sure the tournament is fair, so make sure everyone's getting a fair opportunity, making sure everyone's hydrated, make sure there's supply of water, for the players, and then we're going to go on to the next sporting event. The next sporting event is the Tour de France. So this is held every year. 3.5 billion people watch this on TV, which is a lot, and it's also consistent as well as the Wimbledon. Also, there's no bidding process on this event at the minute. Promotion for this is making leaflets. They make leaflets, obviously got a poster around France because they've got to shut off roads, making sure everyone knows that they can't go through that area. Also, the TV, promote on the TV as well, to make sure everyone knows what's going on. Obviously 3.5 billion, that's a lot of people watching Tour de France. Obviously the aim and the objective is inspire people, because obviously cycling is getting quite big now, which is really good. But they obviously, the riders' aim is obviously get over the finish line, trying to beat their personal best. Also, it's organised in 2 stages. Have a day 1 and a day 2, so they split up, and then set off on one day and then go on to another day, which is good because they do have breaks as well. Also, the goals are making sure the tournament is run smoothly. Don't want anything going wrong, because it's a big tournament, it's always on. Making sure all the staff know what they're doing. Obviously there is a lot of deadlines and time frame. Make sure there's enough time frame to get everything done within the deadline time. So making sure the fence, so they fence off the area so the supporters can stand behind the fence. Also supplying the water again. Sponsors will be becoming good with this, so they don't have to keep supplying. Sponsors will help you out as well. The organisation, making sure the cyclists know where they are going, so therefore putting signs out will help them know where they're going. Make sure they know, have a map for them so they know before they enter in. Also, obviously, got to let people in France, everyone know that some roads might be shut off, therefore people have to take different routes if they've got to travel somewhere else. The health and safety within the Tour de France is quite crucial, because they do have motorbikes follow the cyclists, therefore just in case anyone does have a serious injury. So if, say they're going up the hill and it was windy, someone fell off, and they've got motorbikes, and I do believe they might have some cars that follow as well. For the paramedics, just, you know, so they can get there straight away, just in case they don't have any serious injuries. Also, health and safety and security has to be around the fences, again because of spectators. Spectators are free to come, there's no price within it. Also, the money wise again, so we've got the staff again. So you're going to pay a lot for staff because you want a high standard of work to keep your organisation going, making sure it's going right, and therefore you're paying high money for their standard. Also, you've got to get the fence in the area, so you've got to pay for the fencing, water, toilets, places to eat, medical area. Medical area is quite important, just in case any of the fans have a heart attack or anything, heat stroke. The area will be where some medics, or first aid people will be going over there, staying there. Also, it's a good event for France because they will bring in a lot of money. Therefore, because people travelling over there watching people on TV, they get money TV. But it's just spectators just get there for free, so which is a bonus if you want to watch people cycle near your area. Also, within this area, you can't really cancel the race unless it's really bad weather. So if it was like thundering and lightning and stuff, which shouldn't, they look at that before they book the time of the event. Also, if someone got really badly injured, well, you got the paramedics there to try and support them, and hopefully it's not the first person that goes up the hill and then knocks everyone down. Also, they want everyone to have a fair start within the race, and also making sure the event is fair, making sure everyone has the same hours, or if everyone want to do overtime, then making sure it's all fair, because everyone likes to be fair and treated the same. So there's no racism, no sexism within the event, because no one likes that, and everyone just wants to be treated how they want to be treated. So that's the 2 sport events from a 10.1.